Hey guys, welcome back to the Foolish Show. Of course, I am Foolish Phil. If you're here for the first time, please watch the video. If you like it, please hit that button. And if you really like it, hit that subscribe. Appreciate that. Today, I just wanted to give you my thoughts after Michigan's 80-62 victory over the Indiana Hoosiers. I know this is from yesterday, a day late. I know there was, things happening yesterday sports-wise, so I didn't make two videos. I could actually, in theory, I'm going to make another one right after this about the Red Wings week. So, sorry, a little backlog, but try to catch up to it. So, this game was just exactly what Michigan really needed. Again, now, in the big scope of things, Michigan has a quad one victory. I think this is the first one on the year. So, again, Michigan has been pretty underwhelming. But I think this is their first quad one victory of the year on the road at Indiana. And I think this was almost the perfect storm for Michigan to get the win, because midweek, Indiana hosted in-state rival Purdue, ranked at that time number 4, I think they were. And it was a tight game, and Indiana prevailed. So I would have to say totally Indiana was on an emotional high, and they were probably a little bit drained after that. Perfect time for Michigan to come in. Michigan needed this win bad, and Michigan got it. They just took over the game pretty much right from the start. Hunter Dickinson, especially in the first half, was more of a facilitator, passing to get people open shots. And again, the X factor. Hunter Dickinson will get his points. The X factor for this team is Caleb Houstan. He has got to keep hitting his shots. And since the COVID break, he has just been clicking. His shot has been looking good. He's hitting open shots. And it seems everyone's hitting their open shots. Houstan hit them. Hunter Dickinson went 3 of 4 on threes. Brandon Johns Jr. returned. He hit 1. I think Terrence Williams III hit 2, I believe. So all of a sudden, Michigan was hitting their threes. And what's the difference, right? Because earlier in the season, if you watch the games like I have, Michigan's been open, and they just are not hitting their shots. So why is it they're hitting it now? Maybe it's the whole confidence level, right? Maybe they're playing with a little bit more confidence. They see the ball go in once, especially with Caleb Houstan. He hits an early 3, and it seems to just springboard him. So hopefully he can keep that going. The halftime score was 38-30, and the second half was completely dominated by Hunter Dickinson. He had 7 points in the first half. He's finished with 25, almost a double-double. He had 9 rebounds. And Caleb Houstan continued to shoot very well. He finished with a career-high 19 points. Just excellent. The one concern I have is Indiana had bigger guards, longer guards, and they were really pressuring Devontae Jones and Eli Brooks and Frankie Collins. The team combined for 14 turnovers, and that's not great. But think about that. Michigan had 14 turnovers, and they still won by 18 points. And so that just speaks to how efficient Michigan was when they had the ball. And, of course, I think it was 11 of 17 on three-pointers, almost 67%, close to that, will really help you. So definitely they were hitting their shots. And defensively, the defense has continued to play very well. And I saw a nice breakdown of that where their points per possession had been decreasing, eliminating more and more points. And Maryland, the last game they played, was at 1 point per possession, and I'll be interested to see what it was. I didn't look that up today to see what Indiana's point per possession was. But Michigan's defense is so much better right now, and I've said this before. Defense will travel, even if you can't hit your shots. If you're playing decent to good defense, that will keep you in the game. When you're hitting your shots, you end up winning the game by 18 points against a 14-5 team. Indiana's first loss at home this year too. So definitely a quality win. I want to give props to Moussa Diabate. He had 10 points, great when he can get into double figures. And he made 2 or 3 just super important hustle plays, right? Going for loose balls and setting up, a fast break here. Going for a loose ball and getting a tie-up where Michigan had the arrow, so we get the ball back there. He made 2 or 3 really good hustle plays in the second half, and that's what you need to see. And it's a great sign to see players hustling like that. So, I just really hope this is a springboard for Michigan to continue to play well. Hunter Dickinson had an interview during midweek saying that he thought the team was ready to go on a run, and it's nice when Honestly, the best offensive option for Michigan is backing it up. He won Big Ten Big Ten Player of the Week this week, and Caleb Houstan won Freshman of the Week this week. Sorry. So, I mean, just excellent. The team's playing well. Now, moving forward, I know a little bit, Northwestern comes to Michigan, and don't sleep on Northwestern. 4 out of their last 5 games they've been in, one of them they won in East Lansing. All the games they have, except for the last one against Purdue, have been tight, under 10-point games. And really, 4 out of the 5 games have been against ranked opponents. Yes, they are only 1-4, but of those games, 4 out of the 5 have been against ranked opponents. So don't sleep on them, because statistically, Northwestern and Michigan are pretty similar in points allowed, points given up, assists, rebounds. They are very much the same team. Now, it's going to be in Ann Arbor, but it's a midweek game, which is kind of a bummer in this way, because if you've seen the games, not many lower bowl fans are coming to these midweek conference games. The games are quote-unquote real, like sold out-ish, but the fans don't come for a midweek Big Ten game. It's too bad, because, you know, I wish they would sell the tickets or do something so that those lower bowl would look full and be more of an impact, but I don't know what Michigan Athletics can do about it to make it so that it's more of a home court advantage, especially these midweek games. Off topic. Great win. 8 straight wins. Can you believe it? 8 straight wins versus Indiana. It's just crazy, because it used to be that like going to Indiana would be like, you know, one of your toughest games. I'm not saying it's not a tough game, but it just speaks to how good Michigan has been. That 8 straight games Michigan has beaten Indiana. So, I mean, we know Indiana's a tough team. Indiana beat Purdue. Indiana will go into East Lansing and give them fits. So it's just, don't overlook that fact. 8 straight wins versus Indiana. 2 wins in a row. Hopefully Michigan gets 3 wins. Hopefully they can beat Northwestern. And then the schedule gets tough again, as on the horizon is at East Lansing this weekend. Then I think it's at Purdue after that. So yeah, this schedule is going to get very tough. But that's not in the next game. Only focus on the next game. If you look too far ahead, you're going to get distracted. Michigan's only, I think, 9-8 on the year. You cannot afford to lose a game to a Northwestern. You have to defeat them. And hopefully Michigan will come out with the same offensive and defensive intensity and win that game. Hey, just my thoughts after Michigan's victory over Indiana. If you have any thoughts, put them in the comments section below. I'll try to respond as I'm able to. And until I see you guys next time, thanks for watching, and go Blue!